So some of the programs that are supporting these unaccompanied minors that are repatriating back into the United States, we have a couple of them. CRS is on the front lines, and we were one of the only non-governmental organizations working in this area. We work with the Scalabrini sisters in San Pedro Sula, which is where most of the unaccompanied minors with their family members were being flown back to Honduras. So we're providing shelter, beds for a couple of days, food, water, psychosocial support, counseling, money, transportation money to go back to where they're going. The problem is we don't have enough resources to hire case study workers, because this is the key. People are leaving for a reason. So when they come back in, we really have to find out if we're sending them back into harm's way, going back to the places where they live. So we're doing our best. We're working with the local government to try to find out, why they were escaping. And we're also, so the people that were caught in Mexico are not flown back. They're bused back in from Mexico. And so we also have a program through Covenant House in San Pedro Sula where the bus stations are arriving. And we do the same thing at the bus stations. There's refuge, there's beds, there's medical attention, there's counseling, and then we're really trying to find out why did they leave, and if we send them back to their communities, will there be another threat? Will they be all right? And so we're really supporting that. So that's kind of the emergency support that we're providing. We also have longer-term programs in Central America that work with youth at risk. So we're focusing on youth that are either out of school or out of work and providing them with job opportunities. It's basically a vocational training for 6 months. One of the big problems in Honduras, because there's so many youth, is the stigma attached to youth. When people see 3 or 4 kids on the corner, they assume that they're in gangs, which is just statistically that's not the case. So what we're trying to do is work together with the private sector, with the local mayors, and getting these kids into the workforce, and it's been working. It's 90% of the kids that are in the program do get permanent employment after the program is ended. But again, we need funding to continue these things. In El Salvador, CRS is working directly with the gangs, and they have a lot of funding coming from the U.S. government, supporting employment opportunities for gangs, getting them out of the gangs and getting them back into the mainstream, being welcomed back into their communities. These are youth, completely energetic, and they have a lot to offer their own countries. And so we're trying to really unleash this power in a positive way. So the violence, getting rid of the violence is only half the problem. We have to replace that with positive change. We have to replace that with something worthwhile that will keep Hondurans in their country. Many Hondurans, most of the rural Hondurans are farmers. They export coffee, they export tobacco, they export a lot of fruits and vegetables. So we really have to get them back into this economy and help these agricultural programs thrive. So that's something that we're doing as well.